but I don't want my face on that poster. Like, you're not using my face to invite people there. That's no, I'm not doing that.
There is a big right-wing Canadian influencer party being organized in Calgary, Alberta pretty soon. There's also a little bit of drama around the event I've seen online. So kind of a funny video, some drama slop type stuff here. Let's take a look. Here's the Pleb reporter talking about the event a little bit. We'll start here.
I said to myself, it's really rare that all these big online content creators are going to be in the same place at the same time. Now, the convention is unaffordable for the average person, but I said, how about we give something back to the people? Why don't we throw a free party open to the public for all the fans to come and attend and meet me, meet Mario, meet Jasmine Lane, and the many, many more guests that are coming to this party. Now, tomorrow or the day after, I'm going to release the official poster with all the names and the venue. And I'm telling you, what you're about to see is going to blow your mind. And the best part about this is that I'm going to do an IRL live stream on this channel.
Okay, so that poster he referenced there is where we'll go next. That was, I think, the cause of some of the drama. I mean, he said their official poster, so maybe he released like a rough draft. I don't know. But we'll get to that poster now. It has those four people on screen: Mario, Jasmine, Pleb, and Mark, but also more people. Okay, I'm actually going to go a little bit out of order here. Here apparently is an updated poster with one or two names, I think, omitted from a prior one, but we'll just get 10 seconds here roughly of Mario talking about this.
It's official. This is going to be the biggest conservative influencer get-together for free in our history.
All right, I actually checked the Pleb Reporter's X timeline, and I could not find the poster he had posted before. I think it was deleted, but we have this kind of pixelated version, but it says YouTuber meet and greet, and it has those original four people: Mario, Jasmine, Pleb, and Mark. And then it's hard to tell, but this person right here where I'm circling, that is Martyupnorth. However, as we'll see here, Marty was not cool with that. So you can see here, we are on Martyupnorth's X account, and he is responding to a screenshot, which apparently is from him talking to the Pleb reporter, where the Pleb apparently says, "Marty, are you coming to the party?" And then it's a picture that was sent and includes that screen or that pixelated shot that we saw, but it also includes some text, which I will zoom in on a little bit right here. So this screenshot here, it's not really important what it says, but basically the last line says, "Keep Marty on, he's coming." So whether that was sent, I guess, from Pleb or maybe the person Pleb was talking to. And then scrolling down, I believe this would be from Marty: "Take my face off that poster." And then the person replies, "I think Pleb. Why? What's up?" And then we'll come back up here to Marty's statement. I might not read the entire thing, but it says, "I did not agree to having my name on that poster. Last federal election, last straw, Canada's broken. Eastern Canadians voted for Carney, and they're eating up NWO. As for Poilievre, he failed to win either the election or his seat because he doesn't have a plan. He also failed to defeat Liberals at the end of 25 on not just one, but two occasions. This is a gathering of Poilievre supporters on our own turf." I believe he's referring to that, Alberta. "And I have no desire whatsoever to be a part of this. I don't believe anyone who says this is just an opportunity to engage and have a casual conversation. My goal is to continue to expose Carney as just another WEF agent that I'm destroying Canada, and Pierre is a weakling, incapable of stopping him." So obviously Martyupnorth is in the camp of not supporting Poilievre. I actually didn't know he was this against Poilievre, but now I do. "Keep your eye on the prize, folks. Independence is the only thing that will save Alberta. Anything else is just a distraction." This poster, though, was making its way around X. And look here, we're going to actually get a better shot of it. Maybe I should have went to this first, but who cares? Rachel Gilmore quotes replies wherever to the poster, just with like 1,000 ha-ha-has. Yeah, we get a better shot, actually, of Martyupnorth on the poster here. This would have been the one, I guess, that would have been released before. I think there's one other person that was on the poster before and is not on the new one. I don't remember, but that's not really important. That's not really what I'm talking about in this video. But then Rachel Gilmore also says, "Look at my right-wing grifters, dog. TBH, we may survive the disinfo crisis yet. I mean, if Rachel's out there, these right-wing grifters are crushing you right now on YouTube. Rachel Gilmore's online career, if it wasn't for X, she'd be totally irrelevant. This is the only place she gets any traction, and it's just by trolling the right. Okay, perfect. Clyde Do Something and Marty are actually live right now, and they were talking about this post from Pleb online just about 13 minutes ago or so. So we'll take a look. I'm also watching this with you for the first time.
Yeah. So go back to that poster real quick, right? So you and I saw the poster at the same time.
Yeah.
And when I saw the poster, two things came to mind immediately. And people immediately say, Marty, you're just pissed off that you weren't on the poster. I'm a little bit pissed off that I'm not on the poster. I mean, if me and Clyde went to Ottawa and we were in I don't know, the Pleb's backyard, or if we went to someplace like that, I wouldn't show up and riding on my horse and saying, hey, we're going to do the biggest party in town that everybody's ever seen and not invite these guys, right?
I'm not pissed off because I'm not.
So that's another wrinkle to the story I was not aware of. I think he said there he was upset that he was not on the original poster. I don't know about that. Who cares?
Yeah, this is not your town, but I mean, this is my town, and those.
That's cringe. I'm gonna call that cringe. This is the genuine live reaction. It's in Calgary, but the event's not about Calgary. This event is about Canada. It coincides with another event that's not about Alberta specifically. The event that this coincides with is that leadership review. That's about Canada.
Those aren't Albertans, right? Where's Andy Lee? Where's Jason Levine? Where's Corey Morgan, Eva Chipiuk? I can name a whole bunch of influencers, right? Where are they? They're not on there. But I set that aside. The first thing that bugged me about that, really bugged me, was
that sounds like something a leftist would say. I don't care about that.
Why are you guys coming here, man? Like we're in the middle of an election of a very emotional moment, and you guys are coming from it's bad enough that the Conservative Party's coming here. You guys are coming here and doing that. And yeah, that's where
this is a bad take. This is just an awful take. It sounds a little bit like he was mad about not being on the original poster. Dude, those other guys are, for the most part, Jasmine is just way more popular. Jasmine, I'd say, probably number one in the country for influencers. Yeah, so she's just the most popular person. To not include Alberta people, what they're doing is not about Alberta. I'm very much in favor of the pressure that the Alberta petition is putting on Canada. I think that's amazing, but that's not the only story in Canada.
Came from you were expressing that exactly in this video.
So then after that video, the Pleb calls me. Okay, so now he finally calls me. He's like, "Why are you pissed off?"
Again, even this little bit of advice I disagree with. That's the attitude of the left. There's no free speech? Stay out of Alberta politics. What? Just talk about it yourself. People are allowed to have a point of view on things. That's trash, man. That sounds like a leftist.
I said, well, I don't need you coming here. And plus, you're coming in my backyard. And he says, well, I invited you. I'm like, no, you didn't. And then he's trying to go through his files and he couldn't find anything. He's like, oh, shit. He literally is like, oh, shit. I'm like, okay, but I can get past that, right? But then he kept calling me. He's like, well, you got to come. And I said, no, I'm not going. Okay. I'm not going. I have nothing to gain by going to this. Mm-hmm. My prize is separation and independence.
Just so everybody, to clear the air here, I did get invited way after the fact.
Yeah.
And I joked by saying are you paying for it?
Yeah.
You're covering the hotel and accommodations? Of course. I go to all these events on my own dime. I always do. I was doing that in jest. I don't want to go. I don't want to go to an event like that. You don't go to an event that you weren't even considered for at the beginning, and then after the fact told, yeah, come on out to this thing. But this is where it gets funnier, because then they added you to the poster.
Well, no,
I like Clyde, but these guys sound like they're pretty self-important. I don't really like their entire framing of this. It sounds like they're just mad that they didn't get invited to like a high school party.
So after, no, but that again, so after I spoke with him and I said, I'm not going, forget about it. And then, then Mario stepped in and made a tweet where he called me old man or whatever. Sure. That's fine. And then
I didn't see that.
Pleb called
That's funny. I didn't see that though.
me again. I think it was yesterday. And he shared by DMs a picture of he's like, well, we got you on a new poster with my face on it. Right. And I, that's the text I shared today. I said, take my face off that poster. Like, I'm not fucking going. Okay. Like, I'm clear. I'm not going. And what I wanted to say, if I do go, it would be just a casual appearance, but I don't want my face on that poster. Like, you're not using my face to invite people there. I'm not doing that. And then today the fucking picture came out, the poster with my face on it. And I'm like, whoa.
Okay, then I agree with Marty on that one. If you said don't use my face on the poster and then it's on the poster, that is bullshit. So I'm with Marty on that one.
Holy shit, man. And so now I had no choice. I shared the screenshots. I took the DMs and I shared the DMs where I said, like, take my face off that poster. I like, wow. Yeah.
Well, yeah, and then now we have a revised version. It'll be officially the biggest conservative influencer of the event of the year, Calgary next.
I mean, this did turn into some kind of interesting drama in the Canadian right-wing political sphere.
Week, come on out, where they've removed your image, which
Mario,
is right in there.
Yeah. Mario, Pleb, you guys, you know what the biggest conservative event was?
I think they also removed, now that I'm looking at this, the image of Robin Skies. I don't think I see him on there, and I saw him on a prior one, so I don't know the story there, but Robin Skies, I think, is quite big on short form content. I believe TikTok for the most part, but I know he's bigger on short form stuff.
It happened last month when when 6,000 conservatives got together in Edmonton for the annual general meeting. It happened the year before when there was 6,000. The biggest conservative event in Canada is going to happen next week. It's not even the conservative convention at the BMO Center. It's going to be the Independence Town Hall at the Big Four that'll have 10,000 people. Like, these guys are delusional if they think that them are a bunch of conservatives. Come on, man.
Half of them don't have really that conservative opinions. I mean,
no,
like big
no,
government,
and I feel people
big
like,
rhinos or chinos, maybe you could say.
I mean, I like
I know
Jasmine.
this guy here. He what was it? He was going after veterans that disagreed with him on which person should be the leader of the Conservatives, calling them traitors.
Dude, they got Wyatt Claypool on the second line.
Wyatt Claypool's cool. I like him.
Yeah, Wyatt Claypool's cool, but man, he basically sabotaged 1BC. Like,
no, he did.
Doesn't sound like you think he's that. Doesn't sound like you think he's that cool. Man, there's actually quite a bit of I've seen a little bit of this bubbling. There definitely seems to be a rift in the conservative right wing, whatever you want to call it, just right wingers in Canada, which I think's healthy. This is going to be maybe fun to follow, but the right wing in Canada, I actually think, this is not the point I intended to make in this video, but for so long, I think could just point to Trudeau. Trudeau's so bad. Trudeau's so bad. That was so easy for so long. I think the right wing hopefully will kind of recalibrate its message now. That's not the point I wanted to make when I started this video, but it kind of reminded me when there's all this right wing infighting right now.
And?
Oh, absolutely. Oh, you need to do a story on that. You need to do a story on that, man.
Do you know who he got rid of out of 1BC? The Dominion Society.
Sure, but I mean, but
that was what it was. He was getting rid of the Dominion Society, which are a bunch of people who want to get white Canada to be a white only nation. You think that you want that associated with your political party?
No, I don't want that. I know what you're talking about. But anyways, that's I don't want to rag on I don't want to rag on White. I don't want to rag on Jasmine. And I'm trying to stay.
I like Jasmine. Yeah.
Yeah. I like Jasmine.
Mark Nixon's a nice guy. I like
and I'm trying to stay nice and positive about Mark. Mario, I have no love lost for. I couldn't give a shit about Mario. I think, doing the videos and pointing up all the time, I find that annoying. They're not content creators. They just, whatever. And Pleb, I mean, Pleb is Pleb, but not cool. Not cool.
Not cool. Super fun.
They brought up Dominion Society too. Another thing, I saw a post from the guy behind the Dominion Society, sounded like praising Carney for saying New World Order, or at least he was not immediately negative about it. So, man, the right-wing Canadian sphere of politics right now, it's heating up.
Super fun. And you can find out all about this over on the Unacceptable Fringe. He's doing Wednesday night live streams.
Oh, he's on the list.
That guy's live right now. Does good work. It sounds like we're about at the end of the drama for now, so I will finish the video. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. Have a great day.